situation.
I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for a very strong start here. Both have also indicated a front foot approach. If that is the case, then I don't think we're going to be complaining at the end. I certainly hope we'll be eulogising. There's an awful lot resting on this, and we'll probably end up reflecting on that.
And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think Mikel Merino is going to have a busy game in the middle of the park, Peter. He's a real footballer and not necessarily a midfield minder, but he can go box to box and be the team's most prolific passer. He really is an all-action player, and I expect we'll be seeing quite a bit of him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. McAllister, now he's got space here. Cucurella is there, and he can get that clear. What a throw in. The ball swings in across. Merino. Referee's given a throw. Merino. Casado. Pedro Porro. Merino. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tagliafico. Paredes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Paredes. The muscular approach does pay off here. Tagliafico. Medina. Argentina starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Merino. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Montiel. Paredes. Paredes forwards and with intent. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's a throw-in. The pull, and it's lofted through here. Hit into the middle. Ramiro deals with that nice and simple. Ferran Torres. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Cucurella.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Too long and over the line.
Montiel.
McAllister. Medina. Montiel. Medina. Paredes. Casado. Martinez. Lenormand. Martinez. And it's played forward. Medina. McAllister. Messi. Medina shifted upfield. That's a throw. Now it's to Paul. And it's Paredes. Cucurella. Casado. Martinez. Aim forwards. The Paul does really well to win the ball there. And here's Morata. Morata tries to thread one through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. McAllister can get it clear. That's really well cleared. Cucurella. Messi. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Romero tries to clear. Oh, that's up. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pedro Porro. Yamal. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Crossed into the box. Montiel. McAllister, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Ramiro with the clearance. Montiel, that's an imaginative pass. Montiel is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's onside. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And here's the Paul. Argentina have a free kick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's McAllister. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. De Paul played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's neat. De Paul making good progress on the right-hand side. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And here's Garnacho. Alvarez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Alvarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Martinez. Yamal. Merino. Played towards the other side. Ferran Torres. Casado. Lobbed in behind. Yamal! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. It's Ruiz. A real chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Merino. Mikel Merino chips it through. He is just caressing the ball. Now who's going to be first to this?
Fabian Ruiz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tagliafico, up towards the front line. Pedro Porro. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Romero. Tagliafico. Paredes, gently done. Mikel Merino did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Ferran Torres. Casado. And he's there to clear it. score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Spain really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Messi. Messi. That's good defending, very good defending. And that has been clubbed away. Paredes. McAllister. Paredes. Montiel. Probing pass. Gets it away. And it's Messi. And here's Alvarez. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! The breakthrough arrives at last! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
After 50 minutes is number 9.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Substitution for Spain.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Messi. McAllister. Tagliafico. McAllister. Tagliafico. And here's Garnacho. He has found a way through. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Martinez is there, and he can get that clear. That has been knocked clear. And it's McAllister. Tagliafico. Moved on forwards. Garnacho. They've gone backward here. Morata. Ferran Torres. Cucurella. Ferran Torres. Cucurella. Ferran Torres. That's a nicely weighted pass. No, he's overshot the green. Montiel. And it's Messi. Casado. Pedri. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Pedro Porro. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and that's aimed in. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Argentina, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Romero. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Pedri. And it's Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. It's a mighty effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cucurella proves just a little bit too strong. And that's a throw-in. Cucurella puts them all in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Messi puts his foot on the gas. Cucurella. Your impression so far, Jim?
Spain are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And they've got a throw. Martinez. Ferran Torres. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Pedri. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Romero aimed forwards. McAllister. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's put paid to a promising move. McAllister. Garnacho. Tagliafico. Nice control. De Paul. And here's Alvarez. Garnacho. Pedri. Yamal. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Morata. Morata, and he's certainly onside here. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's played into the area. But that is good defending. It's been repelled.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that has been cleared. Argentina have got it back and they'll have another go. And he whips in across. Martinez tries to clear.
I think the message here is quite clear. clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Martinez. Pedri. Yamal. Medina gets rid without sophistication. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Number 15. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
De Paul. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Paredes. Medina. And it's played forward. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Lenormand gets it away. And it's McAllister. Now then, the ball's come loose. Deftly away. Medina. Paredes. De Paul. Paredes.
Argentina clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Romero looks to the other side. Fabian Ruiz.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitutions taking place.
McAllister. Oh, a delicate chip through. Garnacho. That's good play. Can he deliver? Pedri, gently done. Fabian Ruiz.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Deep into stoppage time. Montiel. Garnacho. Now he's off and running. Fernandez. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that the final act. Suffer the indignity of defeat on day one. Hope very much deflated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery.